Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today, it's a black and blue matchup in the NFC North between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. The ball on the tee, we're set for football, and we are underway from Ford Field. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
They'll start out here with the action left. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Here's Fields. And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. Kirby Joseph in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Well, here we go on 4th down, Fields. And again back to Kmet. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Herbert will score. Touchdown, Chicago. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends were on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. For this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
Lions, nothing. Carlos Santos, the kickoff for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he returns this to the 22.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Off play action. Here's Goff. That throw taken in by Jameson Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough. Bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes two to tango. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Goff throwing again. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Goff. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Badgley able to knock this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
And he was brought down by big Levi Onwuzurike.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Fields. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
On third down, they're going to go with the option. Room here to run. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Chase Claypool, his 9th touchdown of the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Santos with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Bears 14, Lions 3.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Here's Raymond bringing it out.
Khalif Raymond on the return. The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too plays, and they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And down he'll go at the 25. 2 yards, good enough for a first. After one, a 14-3 ball game.
With the score, Bears 14, Lions 3.
In motion, the tight end. Now a first down throw. Goff. Open man right side is Shark. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Now it's Goff. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. The Lions had 6 and 9 to start play. And they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak. And right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Throwing again is Goff. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And they'll begin by running the option. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's Aiden Hutchinson. He was determined to blow that play up, and he sure did. Well, he's had success running the football in this one, and that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Fields now to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. These two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10, and it was the Lions who got the road victory in that one, so they'll be looking to claim the season series now here at home in Detroit. Now Goff taps this forward. That's a jet sweep. Touchdown, Detroit! Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play, partner, because that gives them the chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy's steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. On a return is Jones from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Justin Fields scampering home from 19 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 1st down, Goff. He's got a man, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Another big play here as they strike for 31.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Remain for second down. Again, Goff. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
And he's brought down. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on second and goal? They'll run with Swift. And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Lions get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 21-17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and...
He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. Santos' kick is up and through. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This one fielded at the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Detroit. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will tie us at 24. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Lions will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, he's got one of the strongest arms in the league. Some people may say the strongest, but that can also have a downside occasionally, and here he's intercepted.
Yeah, when we talk about strong arms, being able to throw it deep downfield doesn't necessarily take the strongest. It takes more of the timing type of a quarterback. It's great to be able to take your shot, but when it hangs up there just a bit too long, you put it in jeopardy, and in this case, it was intercepted.
Play action. It's gone. He'll buy some time right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. A play fake for Swift. Now Goff. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
49 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Off play action, Fields. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On 3rd, here's an option play right. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Boy, you know, some plays you can just sort of tell they're not going to work from the start, and that was one of them right there.
Yeah, I mean, he had every option taken away, and so all that was left for him to do was to try and keep it himself, but even he knew that he had nowhere to go.
On 4th down, Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
That's good for the Lions.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. To the air again. Goff. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
2nd and 8. Back to throw. Goff. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Goff on 3rd down. He's got this complete to Williams. And he is going to have the Lions first down as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. Now Goff on 1st down. Touchdown! Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against him throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
Play action. It's Fields. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Romeo Okwara just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away from pretty good yardage, and that time they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is going to have the Bears first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And that's caught inside the 35. And he goes diving to get as much as he can following a big gain, a nice little cherry on top there at the end. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Swift. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's an excellent stop right there here in this tie game. They're doing their best to hold the fort and at least force a field goal attempt.
Now Goff taps this forward. That's a jet sweep. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Lions answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The return is Jones from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And again back to Kmet. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives them a 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. One play action. Fields. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Will Harris. And the Lions are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Kyler Gordon in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Goff has got it to Williams. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. There's Goff. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he's not quite going to get to the marker. It'll be a gain of 8 on 3rd and 10.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down. But the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Bears will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And can they take advantage? Their defense got the 4th down stop, and now they're hoping to find the end zone. A field goal wouldn't be enough to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete here to Kmet. He's got room at the 30. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Bears! Cole Kmet, 54 yards. And the Bears are an extra point away from evening this one up. Santos now to add the PAT. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
The game is tied at 38 all. Carlos Santos to kick off for Chicago.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Open man right side is Shark. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 33-yard.
To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
That's good.
To throw is Goff. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 1st down Lions on a pickup of 13. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Goff. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Now Goff. And that's caught by Williams. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Brandon's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Goff a handoff here to Swift. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Goff now to throw. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over it that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Now it's gone. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
And I know they would have loved to have had a touchdown there to give them some cushion, but now kick the field goal. Get the lead, let your defense bring you home. Show some faith in those guys on the other side of the ball.
On 4th down, Goff. That pass caught, it's Williams. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. In motion left comes Williams. Here's Swift. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Here's Goff. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And they've broken our tie here in the final minute.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe. Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it? Yep. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now Fields. Able to find Jones. And that is what they needed. A 1st down and a big gain all the way to midfield as he's tackled right at the 50-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
He'll find Jones again, complete. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down. Back to throw. Fields. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for two and go for the win. Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it, go for two.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now, have the momentum, go ahead and get it done.
And he is into the end zone. No flags. And there may be a play away from winning the football game. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Squib kick picked up near the 20.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for Chicago, they earned just their third victory of the season against those 13 losses.